Hi, Fiki Luxury hair lovers. So, this is the section of revamping our hair, bringing it back to life. This process is how we're going to be applying our hair products. But before applying our hair products, we have to make sure that the wig or the hair we want to apply the hair products are well washed, okay? Because most times your client might bring a very dirty wigs. So this is me trying to show you guys on how to revamp your hairs. Okay, first process, you look for a lukewarm water. The water I used here was a normal lukewarm water. All right, and then I applied a shampoo in the water and then wash the wigs and my frontal. All right, firstly, I want you all to know that my hairs were not dirty, all right, because I revamped the hair already. But for the sake of this class, I just had to show you the procedure or process. And then don't be stingy when applying your shampoo. Make sure that if the customer's hair or your wig is dirty, wash it up thoroughly. And then if it happens to be that that wig is very smelly and dirty, whenever you're changing water to wash, after the first dirty water, you put in another water with your shampoo in it and continue that process until the hair is as clean as anything, and then you use your last water without any shampoo to rinse it off for the last time. Okay, and like I used to advise, always detangle your hair before you start this revamping process. Make sure that your hairs are detangled. All right, if not, if your hairs are not detangled, you'll be having some tight corners, and then when you're brushing your hair, you find it very difficult to brush out smoothly. So you can see at this point I had to put my second water for rinsing. Like I said, the hair was washed already, or should I say revamped already, so I just had to use it for the sake of this video. You can see my water is as clean as anything, so I had to rinse it off with the last water. And then one thing I always want you to know is that always detangle your hair before putting it in deep conditioning or doing any process, most especially curly hairs, because if you do not detangle your hair before washing it, you'll be having difficulties in brushing out, and at the end you might be losing out hairs when brushing out, okay, because of the tight corners. All right, you can see how clean this water looks. For the sake of your clients, if your clients wig are very dirty, always make sure you apply your shampoo whenever you're changing water. Okay, you can see my water is as clean as anything. So guys, after that I'll be rinsing it up for the last time because the last water was still looking a bit foamy. All right, so I'll rinse it up for the last time. Detangle your wigs. Always detangle your wigs, guys. Always detangle your wigs. All right, so after this process, guys, I'll be rinsing out my hairs and then go make my mixture for our hair treatment. That's, we're going to be mixing our hair product for our hair treatment. Okay, and whenever you're washing, because sometimes most wigs used to be smelly and dirty, one itchy or the other on the client, and result to dirt. Always make sure that the inner part of the wig, that's the wig cap itself, you always wash it, and make sure that you wash it. Don't be stingy with your products. Most hair stylists, or should I say revamp doctors, they are always stingy with products, and then at the end of the day you see that your customer end up complaining that this revamp process wasn't done properly. Why? Because you were stingy in applying your products. So whenever you're mixing your products, guys, always know the certain amounts to use. Measure the quantity according to the amount of the hairs you're going to be applying your hair treatment. All right, so I'll be introducing the hair products we'll be using for our hair treatment. Always note that application of hair treatment on hair always bring dead hairs back to life, no matter how dry that hair looks. Once you apply this procedure on your hairs, outcome or the end result, it's something loving and magical. Okay, so this is our bowl and our mixing brush, but I'm not going to be using the mixing brush often because it most times makes me feel lazy, right? So I'll be using my picking comb instead. All right, so firstly I'll be introducing our hair treatment product. Okay, and I'm going to be starting with our curly wig. But I want you to note that curly wigs hair treatment products are most times different from that of straight hairs, most especially in terms of bone straight. So we'll be using our hair treatment milk for our curly hairs, all right, and our keratin hair products for our straight hairs. Okay, so and for our curly hairs we'll be adding hair mayonnaise and cholesterol tea tree and our macadamia deluxe conditioner. All right, so firstly let's start with our curly hair. I'll get my bowl and then add in our hair mayonnaise. All right, I'll add some certain amount of our hair mayonnaise. If you have a spoon, a teaspoon, you can use that to measure. But mine wasn't close by, so to quicken the video, I had to use the picking comb. Alright, you know the amount of hair products you use, like I said, to the amount of hairs you have to revamp. Okay, don't use too much on lesser hairs, and don't use too small for bigger quantity. Okay, after putting my mayonnaise, I added my cholesterol oil, and then now I'm going to be applying my hair treatment milk. All right, I'll be applying my hair treatment milk, a little amount, and then I'll give it a good and nice mixture. All right, while we're applying the hair mayonnaise, the cholesterol oil, and this milk, hair milk product, is because it enables us to have this soft texture, and it revives dead hair. Like especially if your client's hair is so strong, so strong and looking a kind of coarse, this product, this mixture brings that hair back to life. Like it makes it look new and also give it this human hair texture that it was before, like a brand new hair. All right, like I said, always detangle your hair. Once you detangle the hair, then you start applying your hair product. You can see even in the process of detangling, like it's already giving us this pixie curl look, whereas we haven't even applied the hair products yet. All right, and if you look closely to the lace, you can see that the bleaching process we applied on the lace was giving, like it was giving this natural scalp look. All right, so we'll be applying our hair treatment. Like I told you that the hair treatment was a mixture of our hair mayonnaise, our cholesterol tea tree oil, our macadamia deluxe conditioner, and our keratin milk. All right, we mixed it all together to give our curly hair a smooth and loving look. Okay, it's at the end even by the look of this hair alone is already giving this yummy indomie look, right? So once we're done with this process of application of hair product, for the sake of this video, I don't really want to talk too much so that you will just concentrate on the practical aspect. Like I believe that the practical aspect do more magic than the talking. All right, so after application, I'm just going to be putting in my hairs into a ziploc bag. All right, and then I'll tie them up and then put them into a bucket that has cover. Okay, and then I'll pour in my boiled water at 100 degrees Celsius. All right, so after pouring my hot water into the bucket, I'm just going to allow the hair to stay in that room temperature for 30 minutes. Okay, most times why we use water, some people use lukewarm or normal water. All right, or some people just put it in ziploc bag and then leave it for some days. But why I had to apply hot water is because if I have a client, for those that maybe you have a client who is waiting your store for you to revamp her hair and then give her that very day. All right, then I would advise the procedure of using hot water to give it a fasting treatment. All right, because if you're going to just put it in the ziploc bag and then tie it and leave it for days, that client of yours should be expecting that hair treated in after 3 days or 2 days or so. All right. Why some use just normal lukewarm water and then cover it up for some days. So now, like I said, in terms of straight hairs, the products we're going to be mixing are different products. Okay, we're not going to be using our cholesterol or my hair mayonnaise, because we want this hair to look silky and shining and smooth. Okay, we don't want to give it more moisture, because applying those oil and it gives the hair more moisture. All right, most especially for bone straight, this is the treatment that mostly we use for bone straight, because bone straight are more silky. Like, they don't want oil like that. Okay, if you apply too much oil on a bone straight hair, you'll be seeing it looking so sticky and ticky like that. All right, so here I just applied my keratin and macadamia deluxe conditioner, and then give it a nice mix. All right, I just used a minimum amount because we're just going to apply it on a frontal, right? But some people will be asking if this frontal is a straight hair. Actually, this frontal is not a straight hair, it's a natural straight hair, but I just had to do this process or procedure for those that want to revamp a straight hair. Okay, you can also use the hair product of our curly hair on natural straight hairs, like all these wavy hairs and stuff. All right, unlike our bone straight, like I said, bone straights are more silky in in texture. All right, it's more preferable to use this mixture for bone straight, all right, to prevent too much moisture on our bone straight. All right, and then this procedure or this product mixed for our curly hairs can be applied to any wavy hair and a dry hair to bring it back to life. So now next, we're just going to dip our product into a bucket with cover. All right, after allowing our hot water to boil for some time. So here we'll just dip it and then turn in our hot water and allow it to stay for some minutes, then we wash. All right, just check the process, guys. Okay, guys, so at this point in time, our hair is due for washing. That's our treated hair is due for washing after allowing it to stay for 30 minutes. So this is me pouring a normal lukewarm water in a bucket. So the steaming process or hot water method allow us or enable us to have what we're looking for in all those products into our hair. So it's not by leaving the product to stick to your hair. No, the hair has already gotten the treatment it deserves. Okay, so always wash the inner part of your wigs, okay, because it's like, should I say, exposed to direct scalp. Most times maybe your customer or you yourself might have dandruff or any dirt on your hair, so it will definitely stain your wig. So always wash that part, and whenever you're washing, always be careful with your lace. Don't overwash as if you're washing clothes and then tear off your lace. Okay, so these are frontal. We're also washing off the products we use to treat the hair. Okay, if you see this frontal, it's already looking as in the smoothness of this our hair after the hair treatment being applied is, it's giving this soft baby hair look. All right, so after that, I'm going to throw up that water and then add more water without the use of shampoo. All right, so I'm just going to rinse off the hair again. All right, I'm just going to dip in our wigs one after the other. Always detangle your wigs. If you do not detangle your wig and one day you are now combing or brushing and then I'm not there. Okay, so always detangle your wigs, most especially if you see your clients wig. Always be extra careful, because some clients are not funny. All right, they expect you to give them magical results, not complain. Okay, so always detangle. So this is me detangling the hair, and you can see the texture of our pixie curl. Like, the curls are giving, like, it's already back to life. I wish this hair is actually a dead hair, like a hair that it's really dead, like a mad woman hair, may God have mercy on me. Like if the hair is as rough as a mad woman's hair, and then we use this process, you see the before and after will come out clean, like the results will be, but because the hair was already given even before we started our treatment, like I said in the beginning of this video, I just had to use my own personal wig to show you the procedure on how to revive or revamp our hairs. All right, so I'm just going to summarize how this process will be, and then I'll just leave you to watch the practical, because I believe that watching the practical alone most times give you more ideal knowledge. So I don't want to really talk too much. After here, I'll just dry it. Okay, I'll dry the hairs, and then after drying I will come back and style my hair. All right, I'll end up coming to style my hair. So that's that, guys. This is the process of reviving a dead hair back to life. Okay, this is the best process, guys. You can see our bleaching process that we did. The scalp is giving a natural view, you get. So like I said, after here we just dry our hair, then give it a good styling, and before you know, you're done. Just send it out to your clients wherever they are. Thanks for being part of this class, guys. Bye.